Peace. What's going on, everybody? Give everybody a chance to tune on in before I start building on the topic for the day. Hopefully, y'all having a powerful Thursday thus far. Hopefully, the week been treating y'all good. Y'all maintaining the peace, staying centered, staying balanced, staying efficient, staying powerful, staying positive, all that good stuff, man. Not allowing the negativity to bring you down, not allowing the chaos to bring you down, not getting caught up in all the nonsense, all the gossip, all the BS that's out here, man. Just maintaining your health and stand on your square, man. So how y'all living? How everybody feeling? Kev, peace. What's going on with you, my bro? What's the word? Sweet Tea, Peace Queen. What's going on? Eagle Terry in 207. Peace. What's going on? How everybody holding up? How everybody living? Andronicus, peace. What's going on with you, my brother? Yeah, everything is smooth my way. We all good. Reggie the Truth. What's going on? What's the word? See, we countering all this chaos that's out here. We countering all this negativity out here. We countering it with positivity, with inspiration, motivation. That's how we do it. That's how we fight the good fight. We're not allowing that negativity to reign supreme. We're not allowing that destruction out here to reign supreme. The truth shall reign supreme. No matter how many times they try to suppress it, no matter how hard they strive to suppress it, the truth will get out, man. The positivity is going to rise to the top. They can't hold it down forever, man. Reggie, man, everything is smooth, man. I'm just staying on my square, man. Just striving to elevate, man. Always striving for elevation. Evan, peace. Dominique, peace. Beautiful Goddess Keys, peace. Queen, what's going on with you? Got to keep reaching them, man. Got to keep setting new goals, too. That's part of it, too. Montel, peace. Kev, you already know the answer to that one. Emphatically no. Didn't get a shot, won't get the shot. You already know it. You already know how that go, man. But we about to build today. We about to build on goals, man. I'm talking specifically about fitness goals, but this can apply to any and everything in life, man. When it comes to the journey, when it comes to the process, whether it be getting healthy, whether it be getting your finances in order, no matter what avenue you choose to focus on, it seems like this applies to all of those avenues when it comes to goal setting. A lot of people start the process, but few remain committed. You remain committed, man. I see it all the time. I see it all the time. Like, all right, man, I need to lose this weight. I need to gain this muscle. I need to take care of myself. I need to change the way that I'm eating. I need to get in shape. It sounds good. They start the process, may last a week or two. And next thing you know, it's a few things that tend to throw people off the most that I've witnessed on the fitness end. And it's crazy. Like birthdays. People have a hard time recovering from a birthday, or what we like to call a born day. So a lot of people, once that born day hits, it's over. It's a wrap. They thrown off track. It's a wrap, and it's hard to get back into the mix. So once that born day hits, they off course. Like if they was working out 4 or 5 days out the week, man, when that born day hits, it's like they skipped a whole week of working out. And to me, that don't make any sense. That doesn't people. I don't understand why people make working out to be something that takes all day to do. Literally a good workout, you can get a good workout in 30, 45 minutes. So I don't care if it's my born day. I don't care if I'm out of town. I don't care where I'm at. I should be able to get a moderate workout in or a light workout in. I should be able to get some type of workout in. But it seems like when the born day hits, that throws a lot of people off. I've literally seen people train all the way until the born day hits. Then when the born day hits, it's like you see them no more. It's like they forgot about the lifestyle that they was just living prior to the born day. And holidays are also something else that tends to throw people off. I've watched plenty of people. That's why I can't really stand New Year's, because a lot of people, this is what happens. This is why you even have New Year's resolutions, to be honest with you, because you have Christmas and you have Thanksgiving and you have these holidays. And this is what people say. Well, I'm gonna just wait till after the holidays are over to pursue this health goal, to pursue this fitness goal. So it'll be October, and since they know that Thanksgiving is coming, and since they know that Christmas is coming, and like, you know what, it don't make sense for me to start my journey now. I'm gonna just prolong it, push it back until January, so I can get the holidays out the way. So it's like when you do that, I already don't take you seriously. Listen, if you serious about a goal, you're not about to be waiting 2 months to get it going. The time is always now. The time is always now. And then again, on a holiday, this is what also kills me. We have got to stop overindulging on these holidays and using these holidays as an excuse. For first and foremost, we really shouldn't be celebrating most of these days anyway, but we're going to let it slide. But let's just say you celebrating the days, man. It's a better way to eat on these holidays opposed to the way that we traditionally eat. So we got a lot of healthier alternatives that we could indulge in instead of all of the trash that we tend to eat on these holidays. So people act like you can't have an exciting holiday and enjoy family while eating healthy at the same time. So we need to really redefine what it means to eat healthy. People act like you can't enjoy eating healthy. So people they act like they can't have these holidays, they can't have these social functions and have healthy food and it tastes good and they enjoy themselves. Man, there's plenty of great tasting healthy foods out here, man. It's a lot of healthy meals that are tasty, that are good, that are way better than y'all meat-filled meals. And I'm gonna just say that, man, because I've been on both sides. So I can tell you, man, it's a lot of vegan meals that'll put these meat dishes to shame. So quit acting like you can't have fun and enjoy yourself while eating healthy, man. Stop acting like you're depriving yourself of life simply because you're striving to eat healthier, man. Listen, I don't know about y'all, man, but a bowl of fruits, man, is a great thing, man. It tastes great. Just a bowl of fruits, man. I don't understand why you need any other snack than a bowl of fruits, man. A bowl of fruits, so tasty, man. So I don't understand why we gravitating towards all these other garbage snacks and things of that nature, man. So it's a lot of alternatives out there when it comes to these holidays, social gatherings, family reunions, all of these events and functions where we tend to slide off track when it comes to the diet. It's plenty of healthy alternatives, man. We got to stop making excuses, man. We got to stop making excuses. That's what everybody was hitting me with, man. Oh, it's Monday, man. You know, it's Memorial Day. So I pretty much ate bad. Man, that ain't no excuse. That ain't no excuse. Come on now, that ain't no excuse. Y'all know how it is. I don't eat meat, man, but I can listen. It's Memorial Day. That don't mean I'm about to overindulge in some toxic foods. Nah, it's not happening. Not happening at all. Ms. Donnie, most definitely consistency and obedience. And even with consistency, man, just being able to own up to the fact, like I know inconsistency is part of my problem. Just being able to own up to the fact that you may have an inconsistency problem and strive to do something about it, man, because consistency, especially when it's something you're not used to, that may be essentially bringing you pain, and that's going to be different. Like it can be rough. It can be rough, man. When you go from 0 days of working out to all of a sudden you're trying to work out 3 to 4 days and it's some intense type of training, it's going to be different. It's going to be different, man. It takes time to get used to that. And for the most part, man, those first 1 or 2 weeks, man, can tell a lot about a person when it comes to adopting a new fitness regimen. Because those first 2 weeks are going to be the roughest as far as how your body will feel and things of that nature. So I already know how I go, man. When you doing something new, doing something different, and it's not necessarily a pleasant feeling for the body, you may not be understanding. You might not think it's worth it. Like, man, it ain't really worth it to put my body through all of this nonsense just so I can hit this fitness goal, lose this weight. I don't think it's worth it. It's got to be an easier way. And that's what people be on. A lot of people just don't want to put in the work when it comes to exercising. So they opt for the path of least resistance, which is what we tend to do. But I hate to be the bearer of bad news, man. You got to put in that work if you want those goals naturally. People opting for the surgery, we know that's trash. But if you want those results naturally, man, you got to eat clean, lift heavy, man. You got to put in work. High intensity interval training, man. You got to go hard. You got to go hard, man. You can't be in there going soft. You got to go hard if you want those goals, especially if you want to maintain the goals. So you got to go hard, man. It's a way of life. It's a way of life. And that's another reason why people fall off track too. That's a big reason why people fall off track, man. You got to continue to set goals for yourself. So if you got a goal to reach 140 pounds, then you get to the 140 pounds, and then that's where everything stops. Then you have no incentive to keep going. You have no motive to keep going. You already reached this one goal that you set for yourself. Once you hit the 140 pounds, now you got to set a new goal for yourself. So that'll give you an incentive to keep pushing and keep going. So that's one of the main reasons why I see people fall off track, man. It's like people hit that first goal that they set and they don't have another goal outside of that. Your overall goal should just be to be healthy. To just be healthy. That should be your overall goal, man, to be healthy, to live a healthy lifestyle. So you can be around for your kids, for your grandchildren, whoever it is that you have to be around for, whatever your why is. That should be your overall goal. The bigger picture goal is to just be healthier. But once people hit that small goal, I want to lose 10 pounds, and they don't have a goal after that, they lose the 10 pounds. They say, all right, man, I did it. All right, cool. So I'm going to just go back to living the savage way of life that I was living before I dropped the 10 pounds. Now I know how to drop the 10 pounds. So if I put it back on, then I'm going to just do what I did to drop the 10 pounds and lose it again. But it doesn't necessarily work like that. Reggie, the truth. You say, what's a healthy, cheap vegan meal that you can eat often and get the nutrients? It depends on what you're looking for, man. If you can get a smoothie, if you can make a smoothie, then that's it right there. Smoothie is your golden ticket, man. If you can make you a smoothie, which is essentially cheap, man, just get you some frozen fruits. People don't understand frozen fruits are actually beneficial. They contain a lot of the nutrients, man. You're not losing a lot of those nutrients in the frozen process or freezing the fruit. A lot of the nutrients remain intact in frozen fruits, man. So frozen fruits are good. Frozen fruits are better than the dried fruit, and they better than the canned fruit. Get the frozen fruit, man, especially if the fruit is not in season. Get the frozen fruit. But if you get you a few bags of frozen fruits, some bananas, get you some spinach and kale, hemp seeds, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, flax seeds, throw them joints in a smoothie, you getting all of your nutrients right there. But then if you want to combine some things, then I recommend getting you like some hemp seeds, maybe some almonds, some cashews, pistachios, whatever it is you like. And then you can eat the dry fruit, man. So people like to make their own, trail mix type deal. Getting you some nuts, some seeds, and then some dried fruit, man. That's also a pretty good little snack, man. You get a lot of nutrients from that. A lot of people don't be understanding these nuts and these seeds and a lot of these fruits are packed with nutrients. So you get a lot of nutrients, man, by eating these nuts, seeds, and fruits combined. You get a lot of nutrients. A lot of nutrients. Lachelle, Peach Queen, what's going on? Nero, peace. Hey, E, what you say? You thinking about health things and herbs, healthy foods to eat, test out yourself? Yeah, man, you got to experiment. Always got to experiment. Always got to experiment. Dominique, man, fruits definitely be cold, man. I be loving fruits. Be loving fruits. Fletcher, what you say? You need something else other than fruits, waffle or something? Hey, like I said, get them seeds, man. Some hemp seeds are crucial. Hemp seeds, pumpkin seeds, all those good seeds, man. Jungle peanuts are also good. Looking to get some jungle peanuts, man. They loaded with some nutrients as well. So jungle peanuts are a pretty good snack as well. And like I said, I call them snacks, man, but they loaded with a lot of nutrients. A lot of people don't be understanding that. Maze, peace. The wife is in the building. Say peace to the wife, y'all. Reggie, the truth. You say, is it okay to work out every day or do full body workouts daily? When it comes to working out every day, it depends on what you're doing. So like if you strength training or you lifting weights, you don't necessarily need to do that every day. Now you do need to incorporate some form of exercising on a daily basis. So I would say about 4 days, like this, 4 days work beautifully for me. About 4 or 5 days of weight training, strength training, of like going hard. And then you want to get you about 2 rest days. And those rest days don't mean you just sitting around doing nothing. If you can go for a little walk, do some light stretching, like jumping jacks or light push-ups, light sit-ups, things of that nature. Man, get you about 4 or 5 days of intense training and then 2 light days. That's how I recommend splitting it up, man. That works wonders, man. Give you that. 4 days work beautifully for me. And then that's another thing too. It's all about programming. So even when you're doing that, when you're working out for about 4 to 5 days a week and it's intense training, and let's say you've been doing this for about 6 to 8 weeks, then it's like at 6 to 8 weeks, you may hit a wall. And what that wall is going to indicate is that you may be doing too much. You may be overdoing it. So you may just want to scale it back for a week or two. So let's say you've been working out 5 days a week, 6 weeks, and it's like you hit a wall. You didn't stop hitting your goals. You didn't notice your strength decreasing. Your weight ain't moving, and all of that type of bad stuff. That means you have plateaued. You have hit a wall. So what that may mean is your body is overworked. It's tired, so it needs to rest. So that's when you incorporate what is called a deload week. So instead of working out 5 days like you've been doing it, take it down to 2 or 3. So it's all about programming, man. You want to incorporate all of that within your program. So it's times where working out 4 or 5 days a week may be beneficial. It may be times where working out 6 or 7 days a week may be beneficial, but you don't want to keep that up. So programming is everything. Programming is everything, man. I say follow your program for about 6 to 8 weeks, then step back. Well, about 4 to 6 weeks, really. Then step back, take a deload week, meaning probably cut it in half. So if you was going hard 4 days, go hard 2 days, and then do some light joints the remainder of the week, the remaining 5 days. So that's how you should do it, man. Programming is crucial. People don't understand how critical programming is. That's why trainers don't get enough credit for that. Programming is everything. Programming is everything. Hey, Dominique, we already know. You already know. Reggie, the truth, man. You ain't got, man, for the most part, man, just keep it raw. Keep it raw. Like I said, if you get them hemp seeds in, that's packed with protein along with them jungle peanuts. Jungle peanuts, hemp seeds, man, get you some bananas. You probably good to roll, man. Some little fruits or whatever. Then some almonds. Now, the almonds and the nuts, it depends on what your goal is, man. If you got a goal to lose and drop some weight, then I'm kind of hesitant to tell you to, you know what I'm saying, snack on the nuts and whatnot, because that can end up adding on to the waistline because you tend to overindulge in the almonds and the cashews and the pistachios. If you striving to lose, I recommend more of the seeds, like the sunflower seeds, the hemp seeds, and then just eat fruits and things of that nature if you striving to lose. Yeah, nice, man. That kale definitely superfood. Kale and spinach, man. Rock with that kale and that spinach. Nick, peace. What's going on? Lindell, peace. What's happening? Nice. You say you trying to build that strength. Hemp seed it up, then. Hemp seed it up. Hemp seed it up with the jungle peanuts with your spinach and kale. It's a reason why they showed Popeye eating the spinach. Popeye wasn't eating no chicken. He wasn't eating no steak. He wasn't eating none of that, man. He wasn't eating no swine. Popeye was eating the spinach. That's telling you where the strength comes from, man. Popeye was eating that spinach, yo. Popeye was eating that spinach. Eating that spinach, man. But you gotta stay on your square, man. Another reason why people tend to fall off, man, but tend to fall off their square when it comes to this journey of being healthy is because of the environment around them. The environment around them, man. You got to make sure your circle is supportive, man, of what you're striving to do. If you don't have a supportive circle, man, then it's gonna be that much easier to fall off. It's gonna be that much easier to fall off, man. If your environment, if your inner circle is not supportive and they striving to hold you down, they keep asking you, well, why are you working out so much? Well, why are you trying to eat like this? Why are you eating grass? It's only a matter of time before you fall off track. If you don't get rid of that circle, if you don't get rid of that inner circle, then you're gonna fall victim to that inner circle. You're gonna fall victim to the pressure. You're gonna fall victim to the things that they are saying. You're gonna fall victim to the criticism, and you're gonna end up falling off. Man. So your inner circle is important. Whether it's family, friends, spouse, whatever the case may be, you got to make sure they supporting what you're doing. And I ain't talking about the fake support, like yes man type of support. No, they legit need to support what it is that you're doing. Heck, if they can, do it with you type deal. So listen, you got to have people around you that support what you're doing, because it's going to be rough. You're going to have days where you do not fool with it. You're going to have days where you don't want to go work out. So your inner circle needs to be your accountability partners as well. So you're going to have plenty of days, man. I don't feel like eating healthy today, man. I don't feel like eating this. I don't feel like doing this. I don't feel like working out. I don't feel like going to the gym. I don't feel like going for this run. The people in your circle supposed to get you back on track. They supposed to say, hey, man, you got this goal. You got to get to it. They're not supposed to be like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, you've been going to the gym too much anyway. You've been running too much anyway. You've been walking too much anyway. This little food ain't going to hurt you. Now, you need to make sure the people around you are supporting you and supporting what it is that you're striving to do. That is very important. If the people around you are not supporting what you're trying to do, get rid of them. Because, again, you're going to end up falling off. You're going to end up being consumed by their energy. You're going to end up being consumed by their energy, man. And it's a fact. It's a fact. Chanel, Peace Queen, what's going on? C Square, peace. Traces of my lipstick, peace. What's happening? What's cracking, man? What's cracking, everybody that just joined the stream? What's happening? What's happening? Nick, what you need me to repeat? What you need me to state in a different way? Reggie, the truth. You say advice for losing fat in the lower body, the thigh area. All right, so when it comes now, this is where your reps become important. See, if you're striving to lose fat in a particular area, you have got to do workouts that target the area, and you want to do high reps. So when it comes to like the thighs and things of that nature, if you in the gym and you can do things like a leg press, or you can do the leg extension machine, hit you some squats, and you want to make sure you keep the reps like above 15 if you striving to lose fat in an area. So whatever area you striving to lose some fat in, you want to make sure you're doing exercises that revolve around that area, that target that area where it's the primary mover of that area, and you want to make sure you keep the reps high, and you want to make sure you keep your rests short. So let's just say you striving to reduce the fat in your lower body, the thigh area. So we're going to do the leg press. We're going to go 4 sets on the leg press, say 20, 25 reps. And we're going to have 30 to 45 seconds of rest in between. That's how you do that. That's how you tackle that joint. That's how you tackle that. Fletcher, if it's your mom Dukes, then you just can't fool with mom Dukes when it comes to that particular type of lifestyle, that particular endeavor, that particular journey. You just can't share certain things. You just can't share. You can't share with certain people, whether it's mom Dukes, whether it's pops, whether it's brother, whether it's sister. Some people, man, because they just so negative, man, you just can't let them in on certain things, man. You can't let them in on the process, man. You got to find somebody else that's more supportive. As harsh as that may sound, if mom Dukes is not supportive, then you can't associate with mom Dukes when it comes to your health journey. When it comes to that mission of health, man, you can't associate with mom Dukes. You can't let mom Dukes know what you're striving to do, because mom Dukes gonna try to shoot you down, and mom Dukes got some power. If mom Dukes start criticizing you, then you liable to let that affect you. So you just can't share certain things with mom Dukes if mom Dukes is the culprit. You can't share it with mom Dukes, man. It's just sad. As harsh as that may sound, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. You got to be mindful of of what you share to certain people and who you share certain things with. Anaya is off for sure. Cut them off. We ain't playing with them. Walker 4-4 piece. What's happening? Oh, Nick. Yeah, we got same name out here. So I was like, hold on. Yeah, Dominique, man, you got to have a good circle. Like it's like working out in the gym, man, having a workout partner, man. If your workout partner is trash, your workout going to be trash. You know, for all my lifters out here, man, y'all know what it is, man. You got to have a workout. You want to have a workout partner that pushes you. I'm not about to work out with somebody that's trash, man. That's not really trying to go at my pace. That's not trying to push me to go at a faster pace. Not going to work out with somebody that's holding me back, holding me down. It's not happening, man. So same thing applies to your inner circle, man. The inner circle shouldn't be filled with people that's holding you back. Just should not be that. Should not be that. Your inner circle needs to be filled with people who are, listen, striving to see you do better, striving to push you in that direction. They may be where you striving to get. You know, so you got to have people in your inner circle like that, man, that's just as motivated, if not more motivated than you. Because I can tell you what it's like to be in that circle where you're the only one that's motivated to change. It's not a pleasant feeling. It's not a pleasant feeling at all. When you're striving to get 5 to 10 other people motivated and they just looking at you like, yeah, I'm good on that. Nah, man, that's not a good feeling, man. But that's one thing I like about myself. I'm self-motivated. So I don't really need other people to motivate and inspire me to do better. But I understand that this doesn't apply to everybody else. A lot of people need that push from an external source. So a lot of people need that. A lot of people require that. I'm not one of the ones. I'm able to wake up and just go get to it. Just be self-motivated. I'm not really dependent upon outside motivation, outside inspiration. I can go get to the money simply because I just woke up this morning. That's enough inspiration and motivation for me. I woke up. I got the ability to be better than I was the day before. That's all that I need. That's all that I need in regards to motivation. I don't need somebody else to tell me, hey, you need to work out. Hey, you need to make sure you eat in a certain type of way. No, I'm good. That's why I was able to make all of my changes the way that I did. Wasn't nobody like over my head telling me I need to stop eating this, that, and the third. I read it in a book that I picked out because I was curious. Then I made the changes. So I made all my changes. Of course, you had outside influences from books and things of that nature, but I made my changes in the physical myself. I didn't have people around me physically, like in my actual circle, that was like doing the things that I was doing at that particular time. So I had to be, you have to be self-motivated to do that, man. You have to be self-motivated to be the trendsetter. You got to be self-motivated to do that. Then when you become self-motivated and you the trendsetter, then you're going to see a lot of people in your previous circle leave. And that's when you're going to have to adopt a new circle or remain solo dolo. It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, Kev, no doubt. No doubt. It's always some jealousy there. It's always some jealousy. It's always some jealousy. And you gotta be mindful of that, man. You gotta be mindful of the people that's jealous of what you're doing, because that could be your downfall, man. You do not want to be hanging around people that's jealous and envious of you just striving to be better. And we already know that exists out here. It exists out here heavy. So you gotta watch that. You gotta be mindful of it. Keep your head on the swivel. Never let your guards down around people. I don't care how close they are to you. Never let your guards down, man, because people are snakes out here. People are snakes. I'm talking about people who do some crazy things to you, man, like feed you something and won't tell you that they put some dairy in there knowing that you don't eat it. Like they'll do some little things, like people that do stuff like that, man, just to see you fail, man. You got to watch them. Got to watch them, man. You legit got to watch people. They'll do some stuff like that, man. Give you some chili or something. Tell you, man, I ain't put no meat in there. Whole while it's meat in the chili. They tried to get you. You know what I'm saying? Like they know that you don't eat that. And they trying to feed you that anyway. Gotta watch them, man. Gotta watch people out here. Chanel, let's go. What you waiting on, Chanel? Go ahead and make that transition. Go on, do it. Yeah, Dominique, I'm good. If you about to complain around me, don't bother working out with me. Don't bother. I can deal with that semi when I'm training people, but not when I'm working out. If you working out with me, that complaining gotta stop. Because I'm not about to complain about anything while I'm working out. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. I will remain silent before I complain. I'm not complaining about it, man, because you got to put in that work. We want the results, but we afraid to put in work. Stop complaining about it. Put it in, man. Put that work in. It's light work. Tell yourself it's light. Tell yourself it's easy. It becomes that. You tell yourself a lie enough times, guess what? That lie becomes the truth to you. So just keep telling yourself that lie. We tell ourselves a lot of other lies, and we start believing those lies. Why can't we do that when it comes to that? This work out easy. This work out light. Keep telling yourself that and watch how you get through it. Watch how you get through it. Oh, Reggie, no, man, no doubt about it, man. I'm always answer questions. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to answer them questions. I'm going to strive to answer the questions to the best of my ability. If I don't know something, man, I don't have a problem saying I don't know it. Montel, hey, self-motivation is key. Self-motivation is key. But like I said, if that's not your personality, if you just not self-motivated, I get it. I can't force everybody to be self-motivated. And that's another thing that I've learned to do, man. I look at, a lot of times we look at people through the lens of how we are. So we feel like if we are able to do something, or if we are a certain type of way, we feel like everybody else should be that type of way, or should at least be able to do it. So that's just like me saying, because I'm self-motivated, therefore everybody else should be self-motivated. No, that's not how it goes. It's just not in some people to be self-motivated. And I know, and I accept that. So you're going to have people out here that rely on outside sources for motivation. And if you that person, you got to make sure your inner circle is strong. You got to make sure your inner circle is strong. If you self-motivated, then you good. You ain't got no problem getting rid of a circle and just remain in solo. Oh, Kuma, I feel the same way that I felt when I opened my gym. I didn't tell people. I didn't tell people. Listen, I didn't tell my family members what I was working on when it came to opening my gym, simply because I didn't think I would approve of the energy that would be directed towards me. So they just saw kind of like the finished product when I had already sealed the deal. I don't share that type of information with people, man. When it comes to something big like that, man, you got to have a bunch of positive energy flowing in your direction. So if you feel like anybody about to hit you with some doubtful energy, don't bring it up to them. And that's what I did, man. Certain decisions, man, you just got to move in silence, and they just got to see the end product. That's how I move with that one. So if you about to do something, man, like open up a facility and something like that, man, I suggest doing that thing in silence, man, because people not gonna really understand what you're doing, and people ain't gonna see your vision, man. And it's your vision. So stop sharing your vision with everybody else and expecting them to see it how you see it. Nah, they not gonna see it that way because it's not their vision. So when it comes to some big moves like that, man, I recommend just doing those things on your own, man. Doing them things on your own, man, because that's how you execute that vision. When you start incorporating other people in your vision, man, the vision gets distorted. Because again, nobody is going to see it how you see it because it's yours. It's your vision. So I don't include people when it comes to certain things, like when it comes to things like that. I don't include people anymore, man. I just go do it. Because you're not going to see it how I see it, man, and that's going to create doubt. You ain't never opened the gym, so why would I expect for you to understand how this is going to work? How would I expect for you to understand my vision when you're not an entrepreneur, when you're not striving to own businesses? You're not going to be able to see it how I'm seeing it. So I don't need to share that with you. You're going to see it when it happens, and you're going to see what happens down the line in regards to the success. So nah, certain things I'm just not going to share them with people. Just flat out. I ain't got time for it, man, because I know that it's going to get met with that doubtful energy, and I don't have time for that doubtful energy. When you're doing something big, like I said, that doubtful energy has no place. Has no place. Magic, peace, what's happening? All right, Chanel, let's get it. Let's get it. You working on it. We got it. I'm going to give you a few months, and we're going to tap back in and make sure you made that transition. We own you. Let's get it. Tell you exactly, man. I remember one time when I first made the transition, man, I got tricked, and I was sick for like a week, man. Somebody gave me some chili and swore up and down that there wasn't no meat in it, man. This was when I was young and naive, so I just believed them. I was like, all right, cool. They looking out for me. There ain't no meat in this chili. Man, I ate that chili, man, and man, I was down for a week, man. Stomach was ripped to shreds. So I said, all right, man, y'all put some stuff in this chili, man, and it tore your boy up. So you gotta watch people, man. You gotta watch people. It's crazy out here. Hey, Akuma, man, listen, if I would have surrounded myself with a certain type of people growing up, man, my situation would be a lot different. But it is what it is, man. You live and you learn. That's the whole point of living, to learn. Now, if we just would be living and we wouldn't be learning anything, then life is pointless. But as long as we living and learning, man, life serves a purpose to us, man. And that purpose is to learn from your life experiences, man. Point blank, period. Brandon, hey, it is what it is, man. Family members about to disown you out here, man, for not getting the vaccine. It is what it is. Go on, disown me. I don't care. Y'all know how I view family. I don't care. Disown me. If you feel some type of way about how I'm eating, about my views on the vaccine, about my views toward anything, if that's enough for you to disown me, cool. I don't need you in my life anyway. Because they do a lot of wicked things that I still tolerate. I still deal with them, man. They sitting here eating the swine. They go to fast food restaurants. They still believe in white Jesus and things like that. And I ain't saying I'm letting them live their lives. So if you gonna look at me crazy because I said I ain't get no vaccine, then I don't need you anyway. Because I could be tearing your lifestyle down and I'm not. So go ahead. Go ahead, remove yourself. Go ahead. If you got a problem with me saying I ain't getting no vaccine and you finna look at me crazy, I don't need you in my life. No way. I don't care who you are. Especially when you live in a foul way of life. So that's how I be looking at people, man. Go on, quit playing with me. Y'all know my motto. I ain't said it today, but quit playing with me. Yeah, nice. Watch him. Watch him. Keep your eyes on him. Head on the swivel. Head on the swivel. Nip them say what they say. Stay dangerous, man. Hey, keep your head on the swivel out here. Say, there you go. Get it in. Get it in. See, a lot of people, man, when they take 5 days off, that's enough for them to just go ahead and call it quits. Ah, man, I ain't worked out in 5 days. That's the end of the road. Nick, you say, do you feel like, a good question. Do you feel like being self-motivated is something that can be learned or taught? That's a good question, man, because I feel like on my end, I almost just feel like I became self-motivated off the strength of me feeling like people didn't really care about what it is that I had to say. People wasn't listening to me. So I just felt like I became that by force, man, just because I always felt like people didn't listen to what I had to say, didn't care for what I had to say. So I always relied on myself. So essentially, that is something that I learned to become because of like how I felt and how I was thinking. my upbringing, man. So I essentially would say yes to that, because I feel like all of us that are self-motivated, we had to learn to become self-motivated through experience, through upbringing. You was trying to confide in people. It didn't work out. So you just turned to self. So we got to understand what it means to be taught. Being taught something don't necessarily mean another person is teaching you that. You can be taught by life. You can be taught from experience. You can be taught by experience. So in that sense, I would say being self-motivated is definitely something that can be learned or taught, because life will teach you to be self-motivated. You will learn to be self-motivated by living. But like I said, we all different though. Some of us go through the same experiences and it leads to us becoming self-motivated because of those experiences. Other people go through those same experiences and it leads to them being depressed. Oh man, nobody listened to me. I ain't got nobody to talk to. I'm depressed. I said, listen, ain't nobody listening to me. I don't feel like people listen to me. I don't feel like I got anybody to talk to. I'm gonna talk to myself. That's how I became self-motivated. That's how I became self-motivated. Hey, Reggie the truth. You say sometimes motivation seems to be short-lived, and I'm gonna give y'all a Jew. I'm gonna give y'all a Jew. It ain't really all about motivation for real, because that's the Jew that I was gonna get to later on down the line. Inspiration and motivation. That is also one of the reasons why a lot of people don't remain committed, because it's bigger than motivation. Motivation, like everything, is temporary, man. Motivation will last a split second. Matter of fact, if you watching this stream, your motivation may last just as long as I'm talking on this stream. Then once you turn the stream off, it's like I'm back to my regularly scheduled programming. So it's all about your programming. The motivation, I don't really depend on that. But I'm like, what I mean by that is it's a way of life for me. It's a way of life for me. Like when I wake up, I'm ready to do better. I'm ready to be better. So it's a way of life. Instead of me looking for sources of motivation, something to motivate me for 30 minutes or 45 minutes. Like I'm motivated all the time to do better. Like I've incorporated that in my culture. It's a way of life. It's a part of me. It's who I am. I'm a motivated person. I'm motivated to do better. So it's a part of me. So it's a difference between being a motivated person and seeking motivation. So it's a big difference. I don't seek motivation because I am motivation to myself. The people that seek motivation have the problem, because once you seek the motivation and you find it, then it lasts just as long as that motivation. Like I said, if you listening to a motivational speaker, if the speech is 30 minutes, then your motivation gonna last just as long as that speech and maybe a few minutes after the speech. Then you're gonna get right back to your regularly scheduled program. So you got to be a motivated person instead of seeking the motivation. And that's the key. That's the key. Definitely. Support system is everything. And like I said, if you ain't got a support system, if you ain't got a system around you, then you got to become the support system. They say be the change you want to see out here in the universe. So you got to be the support system that you wish you had. So if you don't have the support system, then you got to become the support system. If you don't have the accountability partner, then you got to become the accountability partner. Point blank, period, man. We got to be the change that we want to see. It starts with us. So we got to be that first. Dominique, for sure. Gotta find your lane. Gotta find your lane, even when it comes to working out, man. Find what it is that interests you. Find what you like to do. Find something you enjoy. Some people don't like lifting weights. If you're not a weightlifter, man, don't lift weights. There's plenty of other ways to get in shape. If weightlifting ain't your thing, man, there's other ways to go about getting in shape, man. So don't think it's just one way to get in shape. Plenty of different things you could do. So you got to find something that you enjoy, and I recommend sticking to that script. If you play basketball, man, hoop, man, that's better than nothing. That's better than nothing, man. That's better than nothing. Supreme Allah, peace to the God, man. Peace to those who make the understanding understood. And that's today's math, man. Understanding. That's today's math. Lorenzo, peace. What's happening? 6 USF bomber, for sure. Never let your left know what your right doing, for sure. Yeah, righteous, you already know. Save that time and energy, man. Listen, your time, your energy, your effort, all that good stuff, man, is precious, man. Precious. And I just told myself something the other day, man. You got to have these dialogues with yourself. I be having deep conversations with myself. I had this conversation with myself. I said, man, I'm done spending my time and energy on things that's not conducive to my mental health. So if it's not something that's taking my mental health to the next level in a positive manner, then I'm not about to indulge in it. I'm not about to engage in it. Like, that's what I'm on now. That's what I'm on now. Like, I would compromise my mental health a lot of times, man, for people around me, man, just to strive to help them out. But it's like, man, that don't end up working out for you, boy. So I say, you know what? I'm about to stop. If it's not conducive to my mental health, if it's not conducive to my growth and development, I'm not entertaining it. I'm not engaging in it. I'm just not doing it. I done spent enough years. I done spent enough time helping out people who do not reciprocate the help that I give them. I don't have time for that, man. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that anymore. I got other things that I need to focus on, man. We got to understand that too, man. As you get older, man, like, you don't have time to be playing around with other adults, man. You don't have time to be playing around with other adults, especially when you older, when you younger than them. Just ain't got time for it, man. I don't have time to babysit other adults, man. So, like, I don't have time to get your life together and then focus on getting mine together. I don't have time to do that, because you're not about to help me get my life together, because I'm focused. You want me to help you get yours together. So who gonna help me get mine together? Not you. So you got to be, listen, you got to be mindful, man. That's a calculated decision, man. If you about to help somebody, man, and they going through some things, man, you got to be ready for everything that's going to come with that. And it's going to be a lot of baggage. And you got to know and understand and accept that that person that you helping, they may not reciprocate the act. So you got to just accept that. You got to accept that. Airview Peace, what's happening? Donna C, what's happening? Queen, what's happening? Yeah, Magic Realms, discipline gonna override motivation all the time. Because like I said, it's plenty of times when I'm working out, when I'm eating a certain type of way, and I don't necessarily want to. But it's like the discipline, it's like the consistency. And then just the end goal. They say start with the end in mind and things of that nature. Just know what it is that I'm striving for, man. When you have your why, then you all good. When you know what you do, why you doing what you doing, this is what I'm doing it for. This is why I'm doing it. When you got that why, like, you good. You good. You good. Light body, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? You say, appreciate that donation too, my brother. But you say, how I get ripped shredded. I'm lean, 6'3" tall, just a tad fat on my underbelly, but visible muscle on my top half of my body. All right, Light Body D, listen, if you striving to get ripped and shredded, I don't know how much you weigh, but if you striving to get ripped and shredded, man, this is simple. This is simple. Get that metabolism up. What they say, eat every 2 to 3 hours. But when you eat every 2 to 3 hours, you're going to end up about 5 to 6 small meals a day. But you want to make sure you eating clean. So again, you want to make sure it's plant-based. So every 2 to 3 hours, eat you some plant-based type of meals. And you want to make sure you working out at least about 4 to 5 days a week. 4 to 5 days a week, man. If you work out about 4 to 5 days a week and then get you some light cardio in on the other 2 days, and then you eating those 5 or 6 small meals a day, eating every 2 to 3 hours, I guarantee you're going to be shredded, because that's the formula that I utilize. So every 2 to 3 hours, man, I was eating. They got my metabolism up. They helped me burn, because I was also going hard in the gym as well. So I was lifting hard 4 days out the week, and I was doing some like intense type of cardio, like sprints and things of that nature on one day. And then the other 2 days, it was little light work. And man, listen, that was the lean, not the leanest, man, but I was shredded. I was shredded. So I recommend starting there. Montel, for sure. For sure. Yeah, y'all got me in vent mode. We in vent mode today, so I didn't got to vent, man. But it is what it is. People got to stay on track, because people don't realize what's happening out here, man. People dropping. And when I say people dropping, I'm not talking about older people per se. And we got to change the whole perspective on that. People out here dying at 60, 70, and we acting like that's old. 70 is not old. 70 is not old, man. 70 is not old, man. We got to redefine what old is. Only in America do we be sitting here talking about 75 and 80 and stuff like that being old, man. That's nothing. It's not old, man. It's not old at all. But forget that. Forget 75, forget 80, forget 60. We dropping in our 20s and 30s. And I'm talking about we dropping the so-called natural causes. People out here dying in their sleep at 20. People out here dying of cancers and diabetes in their 30s and their 20s. Like, this is stuff that was unheard of a long time ago. And it's happening now because of the trash habits that we have, man. So we gotta get on the ball, man, and we gotta stay on it. We gotta maintain. So we gotta quit playing, man, because next thing you know, you're gonna look up 10 years in past and you didn't backtrack. So you started your routine 10 years ago, man. You fell off, then 10 years in past, and you didn't put on more weight. You got more ailments, more diseases. Man, I'm telling y'all, I don't know if you all have noticed, but the time acceleration is real. When you start aging, time starts accelerating. Time starts accelerating. So time moves fast, and time waits for no man, nor woman. We got to understand that, man. So the time is always now, because again, you gonna look up 5 to 10 years gonna be in the past just like that. And all you did those 5 to 10 years was procrastinate on getting your health in order. Now you suffering from all type of ailments that could have been avoided had you just stayed on track. Had you just stayed on track, had you just stayed committed, had you just stayed focused. You do not want to allow 10 years to pass, and now you just worse off than you was 10 years ago when you was getting to the money. And that's what happens. That's what tends to happen. Wisdom, peace, what's happening? JFW, what's happening? What's happening? Oh, Dynasty, you start hitting that gym. See, that's what I'm talking about, man. That is what I'm talking about. You got you a new love right there. That is what I'm talking about. Got to get to the money, man. Find what you love to do. Find something that you enjoy, man, and just stick to it. Stick to it. If you having a hard time staying committed, man, it's because you may not be in love with your routine. You may not love what it is that you're doing. So find something that you enjoy doing. Stick with it. Stick with it, man. So if you're not fooling with your routine right now, change it up, man. Do something differently. Do something differently, man. Find something that you enjoy, man. That is what you must do. That is what I recommend when it comes to working out. People ask me how to get into reading. What should they read? I say, man, read whatever you want to read. Start off that way, man. Don't be trying to read books just because you saw somebody recommend it. If it's not something that you're interested in, you're not gonna tackle that book the way that you need to tackle that book, man. You're not gonna comprehend that book how you need to comprehend it. So now read something that is of interest to you. Do workouts, do exercises, do routines that you enjoy doing. Like, if traditional weightlifting is not your thing, man, look into CrossFit, man. That's like, if you need more of a challenge, look into CrossFit. If you like being strong, look into powerlifting. Like, look into these things, man. Look into these things, man. High intensity interval training, man. If you like to do intervals and circuits, look into that. Make that the foundation of your workout. It's a lot of options out here, man. It's plenty of options. Plenty of options. Chanel, yep, same exact routine. Same exact routine. Same routine. Donna C, not natural at all. Not natural at all, man. You should not be dying in your sleep in your 20s. In your 20s, like, at all. Something is wrong there, man, and that's what's happening. Obesity, all these numbers not going down, man. All these numbers not decreasing. The amount of people that's dying of heart disease and cancer and diabetes and all that type of stuff, man, the number is not going down. The number is going up. The number's going up, man. So we got to quit playing, man. We got to quit playing. We got to stop playing. We got to get serious and stay serious about our health and fitness, man. Original one, I'm the same way. I'm a hard gainer. That's what they call when you don't put on weight easy, you're a hard gainer. So I'm a hard gainer as well, man. So it takes a lot for me to put on weight, man. So that's why I gotta, when I'm striving to build muscle, like, I can't fall off at all. So if I gotta eat 5 or 6 small meals a day, one day of me not doing that is enough for me to lose all the weight, all the muscle. So I gotta stay with it. Because I'm the same way, man. I don't put on easy, man. But I lose easily, but it take a minute for me to put it back on the right way. Righteous, no doubt, man. No doubt. Got to be focused on the present. The present is all you have. It's all you have. Alonzo, peace, what's happening? Terrence White, peace, what's happening? What's happening? Righteous. See, and that's the thing. This is another thing, righteous. I'm gonna break that down to you. I'm gonna explain that. But this is another thing too, and this is why I say we always have that. We all not the cult-like mentality, but we always act like we gotta choose a side, choose a regimen, choose a program, and the program that we choose is the right one, and all the other programs are the wrong one. See, that's my problem with all of that. Calisthenics is cool. If calisthenics is what you want to do, it's cool. But that don't mean that lifting weights is bad. And a lot of times you see that. A lot of times you will see people say, well, I do calisthenics. Lifting weights is bad. You shouldn't lift weights, this, that, and the third. Incorrect. If you study weightlifting, man, you will see enormous benefits from lifting weights. The problem is people do not lift weights properly. There is a science. It's a science to lifting weights. Bruce Lee understood this. If you go read Bruce Lee book, I think The Art of Expressing the Human Body, Bruce Lee realized this is why Bruce Lee was ahead of his time. This is why CrossFit and things like that exist. It's really because of Bruce Lee. HIIT training, circuit training exists because of Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee said in that book, and I'm gonna have to paraphrase it, but Bruce Lee was in that book and he was like, man, in order for me to take my martial arts to the next level, I had to incorporate strength training. I had to start lifting weights. And he talked about a lot of the misconceptions that people had, like the martial artists had towards weightlifting. They said, well, if I lift the weights, it's going to slow me. It's going to slow me down. It's going to make me less flexible. And Bruce Lee said all of that was a myth. It's a proper way that you got to go about doing it. It's a proper way that you go about lifting the weight. So lifting weights is definitely not bad, man. There's too many benefits to lifting weight, especially if you're striving to build muscle strength, especially if you're striving to burn the fat, and then for your bones, for your bone strength, man, it almost don't get better than lifting weights. So I recommend incorporating everything, man. Calisthenics, weightlifting, it's called cross training. So I recommend doing it all. I recommend doing it all. I recommend doing it all. But like I said, you can stick to one of them and literally you can find a way for all of them to work for you. But just because you choose one don't necessarily mean the rest of them bad. You know, we do that with diets too. Man, I follow Dr. Sebi diet, and anything that's not Dr. Sebi is bad. Man, I follow Dr. Sebi diet, but man, these other diets, this might be cool too. This may be cool too. You know, so a lot of people be doing that, man, and that's what I don't like. Like, man, calisthenics is definitely cool. I definitely love my calisthenic exercises, man. I'm gonna do pull-ups, push-ups, sit-ups, crunches, burpees, inchworms. I'm gonna do all of that stuff, man, till I die. But I'm gonna also lift weights as well too, because it's beneficial to lift them weights as well when done properly. And Akuma, yeah, full range of motion. Always want to go through the full range of motion. Always. Always. That's for sure. You always want to do that. Swoops, what you say? I noticed that at a young age I can shred very easily, but it's hard to stay focused. And then I gained. Hold up. Then I gained it back very easy. I started it off 185, 190 in high school. My biggest was 250, now 235. And yeah, that's that metabolism slowing down. That's all it is. That's that metabolism slowing down, man. So that's when you got to get them meals up, get that metabolism back up, and balance it out with like some fasting and things of that nature. Then you will be good, my brother. Yeah, Roxanne, and that's why I never really strive to incorporate his entire lifestyle. Kudos to what he did and what he provided to the community, but that's never that. I was never going to follow his lifestyle to a T. Traces of my lipstick. Yeah, I know plenty of women, man. I train a lot of women. And first thing, man, I don't want to get big. I don't want to get swole. I said, man, you literally got to eat to get swole. Lifting the weights is not what's going to make you swole. People don't understand that essentially, and I'm going to go back to righteous. Essentially, what the person said is correct technically. When you lift weights, yes, that's breaking down muscle. But that's why rest and what you eat is important. So you lifting weights, you breaking down the muscle because you're stressing the muscle out. But if you get proper rest along with proper nutrition, then that allows the muscles to grow back stronger. So that's the purpose of lifting weights. That's why destroying the muscles can be good, because then they're going to have to rebuild and repair themselves. And if you give them what they need, then they repair themselves in a stronger nature. That's how your bone strength and all of that increases. So when you're working out, yes, you are destroying the muscle. But when you rest and you supply yourself with the proper nutrients, then the muscles are growing back stronger. So it's a process, and that's what people leave out when they say, "Oh, the muscles. I mean, weightlifting is hurting your muscles, it's stressing the muscle out." Yes, but that's a good form of stress. You just got to follow it up with proper rest and proper nutrition. Reggie, the truth. Those 5 to 6 small meals eating every 2 to 3 hours. That's how you get that metabolism up. Roxanne, for sure. New. Yeah, new. I'm not, never would do that. Just incorporate certain elements of it. Oh, Chanel, hey, lift 7 to 10 pound dumbbells right now. Hey, you keep doing that, just gradually increase it every week. So if you're able to lift the 10s right now, you could find some 12s or some 15s. You could lift them next week. Yeah, you could lift them. That's a good, you got to start somewhere though. There's some people that can't lift the 10, man. They struggle with the 10. They got to hit the 2.5. Hey, righteous, get to the money. Get to the money. Like we get into the money, man. We not playing, man. We not playing with this health. We not playing with this fitness, man. We got to get it in. What Malcolm say, by any means necessary, man. We got to get it in, man. We got to break a lot of these generational curses and whatnot. The biggest generational curse that we got to break as Black people, man, is the curse of bad health, bad habits that we pass down. We gotta break that joint, man. We gotta break it. We gotta break. Listen, that's destroying the community, man, and we gotta break it. Those are the biggest killers of us, man. Those are the biggest killers of us, man. It ain't the cops. It's the stuff that we eating, man. These bad habits that we passing down. That's that Sunday meal that we call soul food. That's actually bad for the soul. Reggie, I tell people to increase the weight every week. You want to go up 5 pounds every week. If you really following a proper program, then you should be going up in weight by 5 pounds at least, depending on kind of what you're aiming for, man. If you strength training, that's a different ball game. But for the most part, I strive to tell people to go up 5 pounds every week. Now, if you go up 5 pounds, you may or may not be able to do the same amount of reps. So let's just say you was able to do 3 sets of 10 with the 10-pound dumbbells. Then next week, you should be striving to do 3 sets of 10s with the 15s. But if you can't hit 3 sets of 10, then you want to do 3 sets of about 8. And then you want to work your way up to 10. So then when you hit 10, then that's when you want to go up. You want to increase the weight. So you can play a rep game with it as well in regards to increasing the weight. So let's just say your number is 15. Once you are able to lift the weight 15 times for 3 reps, then that's when you can increase the weight. Let's say your number is 10. Once you're able to handle that weight for 3 reps, 3 sets of 10, then you increase the weight. So that's another good way to gauge it. So if you got a weight that you was only able to get 3 sets of 6 in, then the next week you should be able to get 3 sets of 7 or 8. Then you want to gradually increase the reps each week until you get up to 10. Then once you get to 10, now it's time to increase the weight and then follow that same pattern. Yeah, Roxanne, we don't eat that garbage. We don't eat that garbage. Trey, you say should you jog before or after you lift weights? Depending on what you aiming for. If you just striving kind of to be shredded, then you could jog before. But if you want to be strong in that gym, then I would jog after. Because if you jog, man, that can compromise your strength gains and whatnot. So if you striving to be strong, if you striving to lift for strength, then I recommend kind of getting your jog on after the fact. And two, if you striving to kind of add on muscle and whatnot, then you might want to, because if you like me, I'm a hard gainer, man. So when I run a lot, man, I easily lose my gains. So I got to incorporate other forms of cardio. But if you striving to shred up, if you striving to lean out, you striving to drop weight, then jogging before your workout is cool. Jogging before the workout is cool, man. But I always recommend a nice pace, man. Work up to that sprint. Wisdom, hey, you got it. Alonzo, right and exact. How you gonna teach us from the grade, man? Right and exact. Right and exact. Hey, Reggie, yeah, like I said, it depends on what you aiming for. It depends on what you aiming for. I more so like to do, I like to break mine up. I like to separate my days. I don't really like to do cardio on days where I lift. Cause like I said, man, I'm always striving to kind of add on muscle. So the more I run, the more I compromise my gains unless I'm sprinting. So I do my lift, like say if I'm lifting 4 days out the week, I won't do any cardio on those days. I'll do cardio on the 3 days where I'm not lifting. That's how I like to do it. Like that. That's how I personally like to do it. But my goal is different, man. If you striving to lose, if you striving to like shred up, then I'll probably recommend doing the cardio before. But if you like me and you striving to build that muscle, maintain that muscle, and you know you lose easily if you running a lot, then I recommend minimizing the cardio days, man. I wouldn't do that cardio every day for sure, not at all. Because when you work out hard enough, that's cardio. Your heart rate, you getting your heart rate up just by working out hard. So a lot of people don't understand that. Like I like to do HIIT sessions at the end of my workouts. So if I'm lifting weights, then I like to do some body weight circuits, and that's cardio right there, man. Hit you the heavy bag, do some burpees, jumping jacks, push-ups, sit-ups, all that type of stuff in circuit fashion, man. That's cardio right there. I don't do traditional cardio for the most part. So it just kind of depends on what the goal is. But I don't like to mix my cardio. I have cardio day. If I'm gonna do cardio day, and I may do some light ab works, but I do not like to mix my cardio with my weightlifting because, like I said, my goal is a little bit different, man. I'll be lifting for strength and muscle mass, and my body don't respond well to steady state cardio in regards to maintaining the muscle, maintaining the strength. So I gotta get it in differently than most people. Roxanne, I'm gonna get it in. We gonna get it in. Sharif, man, that's a good little method. Like I said, jogging after I lift weights don't work for me. Like I got to make it a whole day. And I don't like I said, I ain't gonna pretty much jog. I got to sprint and stuff like that because, like I said, I lose easily. So I got to sprint, man. If I'm doing cardio, I got to hit a heavy bag, jump rope, sprint. Like I got to do some stuff like that to maintain. Hey, righteous, man. Hey, knock them out with that fast, man. We got to get that fasting in. People be sleeping on the fast. Fasting is life out here, man. That's what we do. That's what we do. But y'all, man, with that being said, man, I gotta make a move, man. I gotta hit post offices and all that stuff. I gotta get to this gym, man. Got some little sessions, got some people that I'm training out here, man. I got a young boy, little 17-year-old that I'll be training, man. High school, about to be a senior, man. So I'm sending them into that senior year looking righteous, man. So we good. But man, I appreciate everybody tuning in, man. This was a good stream, positive stream. I got some venting done, but now I gotta go make some moves, man. So y'all be easy. Y'all enjoy the rest of this Thursday. Probably won't be able to tap in with y'all tomorrow. May give y'all a little short joint, filled with some little jewels, and I'm a touch bases with y'all on Saturday. So y'all enjoy the rest of this Thursday, man, and y'all enjoy y'all Friday as well. I'm out, y'all. Peace.